It's a new life, guys. We will thrive.
What are you doing, hon? You keep walking back and forth. You seem kind of hyper. What are you doing?
Well, I've got a lot going on. I've got a bunch of cheese coming in the next couple of days. We're having cheese for guests. And this here is my fermented dairy that I've got going on now. This is something that I do now every day. So yeah, we're making our own probiotic, because otherwise you're going to be spending, you know, when people talk about how much you're going to spend, you start adding up all the probiotic, and something that you maybe didn't have before, which we didn't. You know, having to buy lab-created probiotics, which there's a place for those. We did take some, but it was woefully inadequate. I mean, it wasn't enough. On an ongoing basis, you just have to, we just have decided that this is what we have to do in order to stay healthy. Hey, did I show you guys the fermented butter? Let's see what that looks like. Where is it? Oh, here it is. That's my cheese making in the fridge. See, all of this stuff is all fermented. It takes up the whole top row of the fridge and some of the bottom. Let's see what this butter looks like. Now I kind of whipped it up. That's why it's got this look to it. But when I first pulled it, it had a blocky look, like what we're used to seeing when we look at butter. I mean, it's in blocks, but this has a smooth whipped look because I whipped up some honey in it. And remember, it's fermented, so it's a bit sour. And so I whipped up a little honey in it. And that does the trick. And it still is good enough to be irresistible. I'm not going to double dip. When was the last time you ate that much butter and didn't gain any weight, huh? That is good. I like the other brand of milk I used the last time. This one's a little bit different, but it's still good. Should I have another teaspoon?
Did you say you have kitchen duties?
Yeah. This is the ones with the grains in it. You have to kind of go slow and strain. Don't get all professional chef on yourself and start flipping it like an omelet. Your grains will jump all over and you'll lose them. The grains don't jump, but they're not Mexican jumping beans. But if you're not careful, they'll pop out. That's the grains right there. Not very much grains, but it makes a lot of kefir. I'm still waiting on these things to grow. Don't touch them with metal, so we got plastic going on here. Well, acid and metal don't mix. Put them back in there. Alright, now the way to properly do this is a professional chef's kitchen technique. When you scoop this, you know how there's always a leak there and it makes a mess? This is what you do. You pick it up, you touch it. Do you see that? No leak. I learned this in Italian kitchens.
Okay.
I'm talking about restaurants and busy tourist areas that have professional chefs. Yes, I worked in those restaurants as a teenager. See that? Just no mess. But I usually sabotage myself and make plenty of mess anyway. As long as I clean as I go, then I'm good to go. Alright. So what I really like to do is, since a small amount of grains makes only one of these quart jars, I like to put some of this kefir in a different jar here to get another batch. And I never redo batches over and over and over from the same kefir. I always go back to, and all you need is about a quarter cup. I always go back to the original grain kefir to take from. So I don't, like from that I'll make this jar, but from this jar I won't make another jar. I always go back to the grained kefir. So the original grained kefir. Let's see here, let's give some people a little bit more.
Frank does this every single day. So we have kefir every day.
Alright, you just sit here for your customary 12 hours for the kind of temperature that we have here in the 80s. This one I'm going to let it go a second round, another 12 hours, and it'll start, so you see how it starts separating. And once it separates a lot more, then I'll strain it and put it in the fridge and make cheese. I really like the cheese too. I'm going to drink some.
Okay. I like my kefir cold.
I don't care whether it's cold or not, it's good. It's creamy, it's cheese, slightly cheesy like cheddar with a slight amount of fritzy sour.
We drank it. It's good for you. It
It's
is
an acquired taste, but it's,
so good for you.
I really kind of took to it right away.
If you have any kind of intestinal issues or anything, the kefir will just take care of it.
I wouldn't recommend
Doing too much
people
at
on
one time?
average American diets start drinking kefir right away because strong cleansing reactions will make you sick.
We
So
probably should talk about that.
what they need to do is start out taking a tablespoon a day for 4 days, and then up it to 2 tablespoons, just super slow. Making the cheese. Let's make the cheese. You're just straining it through a tight mesh strainer. This is kind of tricky. It's okay if some of it falls over. There. You just stick that in the fridge for 12 to 14 hours and just let all the whey drain out. And what you have left is cheese. The only thing I do from this point is I kind of try to flatten this a little bit. And yeah. And I just cover it so nothing gets in it. Sneaky pesky fruit fly or anything. And stick in the fridge. Oh boy, I don't have any room.
kefir butter. It's really good, especially on integral crackers.